Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. My name is Nilaus, and we are continuing on our overhaul of AQUILO. We have this spaghetti mess, which is, as spaghetti messes come and go, this is not the worst of it, but they're just like a little bit cramped and a little bit sort of unstructured. And now that we have our liquid bus that we built last time, so if you are curious about that, then check out the previous episode, how we now have trains coming in with everything we want. Well, the 3 remote things we want, and then we get our ammonia solution, and we check it's ammonia, so we now have ice, ammonia, fluorine, liquid brine, crude oil, and the hot and cold fluoroketone. So all that is now done, and I built this one between sessions because then we have a constant production. This is a very neat little crisp build here. It's not really working right now because we've used all the ice, so we need something else to consume some of the ammonia. So speaking of that, well, we're going to make the next one. I kind of want to leave a space between because some things will need rockets and some things will not need rockets. So for this, I'm going to build some rocket fuel. You could say that you could always just import rocket fuel from outside, but I really think that since there is a way to make rocket fuel here, then I feel that it's safer to have its own setup here for rocket fuel. And that should be... Let's build it like this. And this one will be here. So we're going to make rocket fuel. What we will be doing today is a lot of sort of small designs that sort of compound and just solve everything that we need to do here on AQUILO, because there really isn't a lot of things that we need to do here on AQUILO. If we think about it, then if we look at it, well, we have the lithium and the lithium plate. We have, if you look at all these things, we have the quantum processor, that's the main thing, and then we have the science. And that's kind of it, right? That's kind of it. We're not going to be sort of exporting ice or anything like that. So this is kind of it. We're going to be taking the ammonium out on this side. So that's going to be like the first thing. We're going to try to sort of build that out here, that one, and then get that out in 2. Let's do something like this. Yeah. And we want to make this into a modular build, so that once we've built one, we can always just build more of it. Let's get some water or some heating here. Go. That should get us some heating. So what we need to do now is get some heating inbound here. And on that side, let's also get that out here. And we are going to get... This will make... We just need the crude oil and we need the ammonia. And once we have that, we're going to get the solid fuel. The solid fuel will go into the 2 other ones. That's why we need to heat this one up. So that means we need to also heat on the other side. That means we need to do some kind of thing like this. And also that on the other side. All right. So far, so good. And now we need to also get this as an outbound, because there is one thing, I believe, that using this. Yes, the hot fluoroketone. So we don't want to put it on a bus. We just want to make sure that we have something outbound here. And that one. Now we also see that we are lacking some fuel. I think I want to have like this as a default location for roboports. It seems like a good location. All right, so what is it we want to do now? Now we need to get water inbound. So we need water can only be made in these. So we make it from ice. We heat it up. We get it in here. And I guess we get it in over on the other side as well. There. So that's one thing. Now we have that. We just need ice inbound. And if we get ice inbound here, then we can move it further down the line. Yes, and ice is here. And that is actually probably not even correct, because I need to do this one and then there. So we get ice in here. It gets put in. So now we have the water. Good. That's the first thing. Then we need ammonia and we need the solid fuel. Solid fuel, we get that. Ammonia, we get that. And then the last thing we need is the crude oil. So let's get the crude oil here. Oh, that's not powered, so... like that. And that. Sure. And then we have, of course, the outbound. Well, that's going to be, everything has to be stacked outbound. So let's stack it out here, and things have to sort of be modular. So it's going to be like this. And then I'm going to kill this one. We have so many of these that this is actually okay. That's going to be, oh, hold on. It's going to be there. And then go in both directions. There. So that's how we get that liquid out. I do think, though, that we probably need to also get that into a box. There. And then, obviously, we need to have some kind of... yeah. Some kind of more productive... okay, I'm going to put that. That's heated. Then I need to heat this location. So that's going to be here. And you are somehow not heated, so we'll do that. Alright, so that is going to be the heavy oil, or not the heavy oil, the crude oil, and that's going to come from this one. And good, so crude oil comes in, and it goes down here, and then a little bit up. I like that this, I'm trying to make it as robust and as easy to do as possible. This is not a great location, to be honest, but I guess we'll have to accept that this is where it is, because when it goes up here, it's going to block that. And it comes in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Things work. Wow, that was intense. That is incredibly noisy. Okay, well, I guess it works. I guess it works. And then we just need some lights. And then we have to make sure the lights are the correct color. I'm just going to pop one of these lights here and show you this is the color that I use. This is the sodium lamp color thing. And I like it, especially at night. It looks really nice. Thank you for switching off to nighttime. So, oh, that is definitely going to be here. So I think this works. I can't really think of anything that isn't working here. So what we need to do is just basically double it. But there's some things that I don't want to keep in here. So we'll try again. And then this part here will be more... oops. That is connected. This one is connected. This is connected. And it's just all the stuff up here that I don't need. Okay, that's also working. Cool. So how much is this actually? This is now making 29 per second. I don't know. Is this fine? I think it might be fine, but I could also just... we could easily double it or triple it. This is actually a module, and when it comes to modules, those will be, of course, be available as part of the blueprint package. I'm gonna make 2 more, and then we're gonna make... that's on Fulgora. We need to go back to AQUILO. There. Pave the world, pave the world. Good. There. So we make 4 of those. Great. That's the first thing. Rocket fuel is done. That is now making more than 100 rocket fuel per second. I don't think I have enough ammonia, but it'll work as long as it works. I'm going to leave this empty because I'm going to have the rocket silos at this location. So the next one I want to make is the lithium. So how do we make the lithium now? Well, I really like the one I have up here. So maybe something along those lines. This is not even a proper build here. Okay, let's try again. So we're gonna make lithium. We're not gonna make it legendary, but we're gonna make it max of this. Good. Then we're gonna have, unfortunately, this. We have to do it. For some reason, these don't work in... you can't make the lithium plates anywhere else, so they kind of have to be here. Then we're gonna need some beacons. Let's make a beacon on either side to get sort of some good things going. And there, here, and here. Because that enables us to get these outbound. And then we'll have these simple outbounds here. That one, that one. Okay. So let's say that this is the basis. And then let's see if we can heat it up. Oh, we also need some outbounds. That's going to be... and this outbound should be... oh yeah, it should go... actually, what we want to do is something different from usual. We don't want to put it into boxes. We want to put it directly into a... into rocket silos. So we're actually going to kill you. And then get a rocket silo going here. And those rocket silos will be placed here. and here. That's going to be our design for rocket silos moving forward. For anything that's like a generic rocket silo, then it's actually funny that how I insist to always have 3 of these, which is obviously not needed, but you know. There we go. And then these 3 are going to be here. Then, oh, that's not a good place. 1 over. Then I can, yeah, let's build this first. And we're going to have 1 more of this. Oh. Input, 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 and then just some boxes. There, and that will be, we're not going to send lithium, we're just going to send lithium plate. Because lithium is not used for very many things. That's really only one thing. What is lithium actually used for? Is it the hot, yeah, the hot fluoroketone. So that's, again, an intermediate like here, that's going to the fluoroketone, and that goes here. So, I think this looks like we can use this line. Oh yes, and don't know how I get over to this location, but it kind of feels like it should be the same way. Here. And, okay, if I go from here to... Yeah, I think I need to move this a little bit further away. And if we follow the principle of that will be Roboport. Okay. I guess this is fine. Okay, and 1, 2. Maybe I need to move it a little bit over, but let's see. So you can go in here. And the other one can also go in here. Then we do need some kind of jump and jump so that I can connect these 2. Not really sure this is enough space. I think I need to move it one tile over. The reason why I think that is because I need 2 inputs. I need the fluoroketone and the ammonia inbound here. So we're going to take a look at this, and you are going to be here. That's the the lithium brine. And this could then be out here, which would mean, yes, much better. Makes much more sense. Then it comes in. All right, this is going to connect up here. Okay. Connected, and out here, I guess. Okay. It's ever so slightly smaller, and I think we're onto something here. Good. This is inbound, and we have to have 1 more inbound, and that's the holmium. So we're gonna get holmium in here. There, just 100, should be fine. Now we need to make sure that all of this is... Here. So that's heated. This is now heated. This needs heating. I think I also need to get connected here. This is heated, and then I need to get in. I really feel I need to get in here as well. Like that. And they're heated. And you go around and... here. That's a lot of pipes here. That's way too many pipes. Maybe like this, because that line, if we look at this line, it's going to be the same line as up here. Ah, so that's good. And there. Okay. And then I just need you going in here. All right. Everything is heated. We don't have the lithium brine. It's fine. Oh, it can't go up here. Okay, I guess... this. And lithium brine is gonna be here. And it is connected. There's a lot of different designs here. And the other one was ammonia. Okay. Nope, there and there. Okay, so ammonia comes in. And let's look at ratios. Oh, there's one missing. Yeah. Let's look at ratios. There's a slight deficit. Okay. I think we also need to make sure that we actually save a little bit of this. It doesn't need a lot, but it does need a little bit of here. And we'll just do that. Just so we save it. So, oh, wow. Wow. That was a big mistake. Let's have a look at now. Okay, it is extremely close. I'm so happy about it. So that means we make 48 per second of lithium plates. That's great, because this is also needing to be exported. Let's have a look at this module here, and then look at it if I want to copy it. Then it'll actually copy really nicely here. And since it copies nicely, we just do that. And then we fill in the blanks. Excellent. This is perfect. Look at this. So what do we do now? This is about 50, so it's now 200 lithium plate per second that we are making and making available to rockets. So anyone that comes in can now get 200 lithium per second coming in. Sweet. This is very nice. Now here is the thing. I kind of also need to make this in legendary form. How do I do that? Well, I mean, should be easy to make it in legendary form. It's the only difference is that I don't need to export it out, aside from, yeah, that's it from everything else. So I could make it down here, or I could also just make it, I don't know. I think we'll waste some space and also make this in here somehow. And all of this will now be switched to legendary formats. Reason why is that we need some legendaries here. Some of this legendary means that there's legendary holmium plates, and that means this one should also be the legendary form. There we go. I'm going to trash unrequested. Do we have any? Yes, we do. Of course we do. And then we built that. Cool. Things are not quite there yet. Let's see how much we can trim this down. That doesn't need to be there. This one. This. Oops. This doesn't need to be there because there's only one. And need to be here. Like that. And you can be here. And then the only thing we're missing now is the output. And I don't particularly like this output. I don't think we need lithium. This is not needed in legendary form. So nope. No, don't export that. The only thing we need to export is now here, which I could do just that and then make that into here. Legendary lithium plate. And you're going to be the same. Yep, and then that one and that one. And there's just one little thing missing. There we go. Okay, so that works. Why is it not working? Oh, because we haven't established these two yet. So I'm just going to take this part here because it worked for the other one. Looks good. And it works. And now we just make a ton of legendary things here. I think it will just cap it a little bit so that we now have marked that as 4,000. Sweet. Super, super nice. So we now also have the legendary. Oh no, what are we missing? We're missing some beautiful lights in here. Maybe that one and... Nope, that can't work. That doesn't work. This one and this one. That's good locations for lights, right? This one, this one. Yes. Those are the locations we're going to put in lights. They're going to be fired up, like these special ones. There we go. I want to put them up here, but then it's not going to be similar for the legendary, but that's maybe okay. We just do this. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Sweet. And then I'm trying to do the same thing on this side. There we go. That is now making 32 legendary. 32. Oh yeah, 32 here, which becomes 48. Yes. Excellent. Now, moving on. What is the next? That is now the legendary science, but we already have that, don't we? So I think we can kind of just copy it, right? It's close, I guess, but I think it can be trimmed a little bit. It can be made a little bit nicer. So, because it can be nicer. Let's make it nicer. We are going to start by having it 3 lines apart so that we can use our legendaries here and here. And then we are going to have inbound, outbound. Ooh. Oh, they need to be further apart then. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. And then this has to go into the rocket silo again. So we're going to be copying this part because that will be exactly identical as before. Nope, not there, but here. Okay, so we definitely need one more tile so that we can go like this. So now it can feed in here. Perfect. Then I would like to get one more space, because then I can get that connected. That just seems nice. I don't know. That just looks nice, doesn't it? To me it does. Yeah. And then connect it. And that goes. It's pretty much the same there. And go here, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, like that and like that. It gets a little bit too far out. Don't really like this. I think that it's too far over. We're gonna need to squeeze a little bit. Oh, we can squeeze it. You can squeeze closer. Oh yes, that can squeeze closer. And I guess you can squeeze closer as well. Yes, that looks much better. Okay, this is good. And we're gonna get that one. You are somehow not connected. That's fine. Okay, and then all we need is the hot one in, the cool one in, and the hot one out. And we also need some inputs and outputs, I guess. And we need some lights. Very important with the lights. There and there. Okay, so these are coming out. They're not stacked. That doesn't really matter. I think, how much are they producing? They're producing 6, so they can easily be handled like this. And they don't need to be stacked because they go in here, and then they'll be stacked once they go in there. Make let's do that. The only thing I'm needing is the inbound here. And, you know, I'm thinking that there is a space for it, so I could do something like this where they go, hey, what do you need again? And they are going to be telling you the read ingredients. And then you also read ingredients. Then that's part. And we take each inbound. This is just a way for me to set the recipe automatically. I don't know if this is necessary, but 100. And then you output as each. So now this output is 600 plus 200. I think that might be necessary. No, it's not. It's just, this is too much. By 20, maybe. How much is that? That's good numbers. And then I will get this from here and then set requests. Sweet. That gets in here. And the cold fluoroketone is right there. And the hot fluoroketone is right there. And go, 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 go. Brilliant. They're in here. They're ready to launch. Amazing. And how much science is this? This is 13 science, but remember, each of these legendary science is now corresponding to 6 normal science. So this would be 13 times 2 is 26, times 3 is, who knows what that is? Who knows what that is? 78 or something. 78 per second. So just 2 of these would probably be fine. Yeah. There we go. So once this one is enabled, we're actually having the equivalent of 150 of this science per second, which is certainly enough. And we can just stamp down a few more, and then we should be able to keep up. This is consuming, let's actually say the whole thing, this consuming 8 of this, of the lithium plates, and we're making 48 lithium plates. So we can easily scale this up, but I don't think I will be able to keep up with the legendary ice here. So, but that's another nice little build. Now, what else do we need to build on this planet? Let's see. The next one we want to build is processors. Yes, let's do processors. So we are going to go again, just rebuild it. Pretty much the same design as we've done for many of the other ones. And we're going to do processors. We also need legendary processors, but let's do the normal processors first. Why are you not here? Oh, because you're... Oh, that's because it's in the electromagnetic bands. Nice. Processors. Quantum processor. Sweet. There, and there. Good. So this will be a pass-through. That's so far so good. And then we can probably get in from each side. Yeah, so you're going to be requester, and I will be... that's the provider. And then we need some modules as well. Let's see, 1 module, plus, or 1 beacon plus 1 beacon. We're going to get some cooling or heating in here. What is it going to be like? Just trying to... this one also has to be a pass-through. Now I don't need to go on this side though. There. So that should heat up everything. And let's see. Now that... hold on. Let's just see how much we got. Oof, they're really slow. Oh, I also need to do that. Did I forget that here? No, I did not. 8. What if I add some more beacons to this? We can also drag this down the middle. Right, this looks better. Yeah, I guess that's... we'll have to live with this. Okay, and we can do kind of the same as this before. And that means we have the recipes, and we get 40 of each inbound. That sounds about right. Not going to be requesting it yet because we don't know if it's aligned. I am going to take this module here because that's something we are going to continuously use. And I guess we need to move the whole thing a little bit back. Like that. So that you are in here. And then it seems obvious to connect this. Alright. That's going in. Oh, right. This is actually incorrect. This should be quantum processors. And we have the same issue over here. This should be the legendary science. There. Okay, I think this is almost done. Well, not quite. Not quite. I need to get something out here. So maybe we need to move you 1 more back. So that I can connect, but also here. Connect. Yes, perfect. Everything is now done. Yeah. I think this is the module, and then we get lights. Light, light. Or maybe out here would be looking nicer. Perfect. Anything missing? Don't think so. So let's see if it works. Oh, that's misplaced. And that's the hot one, or the cold one. And I don't mind cutting it like this once in a while because it is connecting all the way around. So there should be enough connections for this. This will now be here. And that's working. Okay, so the only thing we don't have is from here to here. And then set this to enable. And we get 40 of each. Since this is consuming 4, then having 10 times as much as we're consuming per second, it means we just need delivery every second. That sounds about right. And looks like it's working. It goes in. It's happy. It is starting to accumulate a little bit of this. This is definitely something we want in larger scale, right? This is, yes, definitely larger scale for this. And here. And we also need a Overhaul. Oh. There. 2. What? What are we missing? Ah, yeah. 2, 3, and 4. That's getting done. And we then need to make sure that this is connected here, and this is connected. Yeah, and yeah. And it's connected on both on the way through, but also out here it's also connected. So it is connected. There we go. So that is now making, I don't know, what was that? 46 quantum processes per second. That sounds like a decent amount. Now I also need to make quantum processes, but legendary. So we'll make basically the whole, the same thing here. Let's make this part. And make it over here. So we now got everything in here for the legendary ones, except that we don't have this one. Also, we have not hooked this up, so that's just last bit of the hookup here. That one. And it's hooked up here, and you are going to go in exactly as you were for the other one. There. And that's hooked up, but it's not really working. It's really not working because we do not have any carbon fiber. But that's, I mean, we'll get it eventually. So, but it's fine. Well, is there anything else we're exporting from the planet? Yes, there is. We're actually exporting this part. So we do need to have an export here at the end. Doesn't really matter that it's the end, but we do need to export it from here. So we need a really weird setup, to be honest. This one. I guess we need to make it like this. And then what I want to build here is basically just an unbarreler, right? If I'm thinking about what it actually is I need to do, I think I just need to unbarrel stuff. And or no, not unbarrel, but barrel stuff. So we're barreling this part so I can export those barrels in orbit, and that's gonna be easy. So you can go out here, you can go out here, this one will go in here perhaps, and then I'm gonna get that one inbound, and you are gonna be a requester, so that if we have some barrels, then use those. If we don't have barrels, then don't use those. Pretty obvious. And if we don't have barrels, then we are going to be building it. So this will be a barrel maker there, and you will be basically going down here like that, and this one will be the same. I think I want this a little bit closer. This. Okay, and all it needs is now heating. Oh, right. The only thing is that doesn't have heating is because of this. And we're gonna get, yeah, and yeah, and that comes in. And then we just need to get the heating in for all of this. I think I can just sneak through this and go in here. And what about this? There's one. Okay, so everything is now heated. How? Oh, right, that's because this is not heated. There we go. So, this will be making steel. How are we not? Okay, we're gonna make steel. And this will be capped at... You are only gonna go when there is less than 100 barrels. And this will be just requesting barrels. A lot of barrels. There. 200. Sweet. Because we might have them. And they go in here. So it'll build it if we don't have it. And these will just be filled up. Oh, blue circuit. Oh, no. Blue circuits. Crazy. And these two are not working. All right. I think we just need to wait a little bit of time for everything here to get going. It's funny how this one is, just as we're towards the end, we are sort of having issues. So what do we do now? Well, this one will just need to run for a little bit and then it'll be fine. These two should be making themselves. They will wait for the next blue circuits to come in. But what we can also do is we can start moving the hub part of this, because we do have a few things we need to make. We need to make like the rocket silos, yeah, some of this, some of these things that we're not going to make any of the well, okay, what do we want? That one we don't want. Let's take the ones we don't want out, because they don't need to be here anymore. There. You are not welcome anymore. But we want to make the normal and the normal. And the legendary. Okay, so that's 4 things, or 6 things we want to do. That should be pretty much doable. If we make a little build over here. And do we want to make it at that point? Yes. And let's see. So we need to make 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I'd really want to have a little bit of distance in between them, if that's possible. There. Okay, and we're gonna get the heating in... Oops, that's not correct. Nope, that's... Okay, so the question now becomes, which one should be where? And... I guess the closest one, you're gonna be here. Because you need... Wow, that's pretty close. We can take that easily. On the other side, there are a few things that need the fluoroketones. So that plus the same one, but in legendary. There you go. And then the other things don't really need anything, right? You don't need fluoroketone, no. And you... That... Oh, hold on. These have to be legendary. We're not making any scrub builds anymore. We are on the legendary train, and the last thing to do is that one, also only legendary. There you go. So that's what we need. We also kind of need something on the other side for like the normal builds, I guess, which could be, I don't know how I want to do that, but I think we would want to have here. No, I don't like that, because they might need to have quick in and outs. So I think it'll be like inbound, outbound, and that, right? So we'll have a line here that goes in. And that's probably the design we have for all of them. There. I think that makes more sense. Definitely not like that. Yeah, and then do we need a last one here? I think we might need it, because I have this build as well, which I kind of feel is valuable as well. So I think we need to kind of build this. Cool. So that means we can also build a little hub over here as well. So the build is now completed. We have this hub going, and we're making the new all the legendary stuff. Oh my god, this one has to be productivity modules. Okay, and everything else sort of is building, I guess. These are not building enough. There we go. Should I just do this? I think I should. There we go. Just a little bit of each of this. Everything else is working. Things are just working a little slowly. These are not getting enough iron inbound. That's fine. It'll come from orbit, and it could always be upgraded if we want to. But the things are chugging along. We're also getting some legendaries, which means more science, which means more everything. And just have this one waiting for some steel inbound. So what is it we want to do now? Well, now we need to delete everything, right? And I mean, all of this crap here is completely useless at this point. So let's take a good look at it. So this is what it looks like. What do we want to keep? We want to keep some of this coal power, rocket fuel power plants because it's really good. If it's upgraded to legendary, of course. We want to keep this one because it's good. And we want to keep a lot of rocket silos available up here just for just basic launching. So anything else should just go away. And this is our new and much nicer base. So let's walk through what we have. We have a little bit of a plant up here that just kind of available. We have the old power plants. These have now been upgraded to legendary status. They just serve as a bonus power. It's a huge amount of power. We have our fusion power here. We have extended our hub, and we have made a really nice little build here around on either side. So we now have 16 rocket launchers available. We have the oil still free and available going straight in here, and then we have our bus with our little hub, and then all the things off the bus. Now this is of course how I should have built this base in the beginning, but hey, you live and you learn, and then next time when we start over, we're definitely going to be building a much more crisp and nice build, such as something like this. I really like this build where we have things really structured. Of course, it's also taking a lot of space that isn't really available in the beginning, but I think that the bus build is absolutely the right way to do things here. I don't really know what I would do in order to make things bigger. We're currently sitting at a comfortable 150 science per second and could easily be scaling it up as long as we have enough holmium. So that's going to conclude all we want to do here on here. Why is this one light and gray and that's dark gray? I don't know. Is it? Oh, it's because it's on or off. Cool. Now I get it. Okay. So this is going to conclude all we want to do on AQUILO, and we can sort of say that AQUILO is done at this point, and maybe we'll come back and revisit it, but that's going to be a long time. So we have a lot of other things that need to be revitalized. Most notably, to be honest, is the science on Nilaus, which is just kind of brute force robots, and they definitely need to be doing something in order for us to sort of transition into Megabase and figure out how to do that. Volcanoes also needs a nice overhaul as well, because we're only at 60 science per second, and we want to get up to 240 science per second of everything, or the equivalent in terms of legendary science. Fulgora is a huge mess as well, and here the main part is how do we get more legendary holmium, which we have some interesting ideas for. So if you're watching on Twitch, come on over, and we're going to be doing some design together and kind of doing some cool tests to see what we can come up with. And that's going to be it for us today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. All these little blueprints that we've been building this episode, they are of course available to patron supporters. So if you're a patron supporter, you can just snatch those and put them into your own base if you like it. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.